Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, I'm going to take a look ahead into next week and tell you what is going on in the world of Gems of War. Last couple of days to make sure you grab Hound Master Gore from the Glory Shop if you've not done so already. He's all muscly and looks like he's been on the roids most of his life, but all that roid abuse hasn't done a lot. All he does is blow a horn, which explodes a gem and summons 1 to 3 Blighthounds. I thought he'd do better than that. Also has a chance to summon a Bloodhound when he dies, but anyway, is what it is. New troops are new troops. Make sure you've got him. Anyway, I'm going to make a short series documentary on how to fly a plane. I'm currently filming the pilot. Do you see? Right, next week, of course, we'll be doing a Soulforge video, popping into there and showing you what I think are the best weapons and troops to craft from there. And we get a new bunch of campaign stuff as well. Let's see what we get next week. Alright, so in the free pass we get some gold and some shards. So not much from the free pass, yeah, some more of the same. And from the paid for pass, or the first one anyway, you get a mixture of all the keys. You get some basic keys, some event keys, glory keys, gem keys. More the same again, and a book of deeds at the end. So the book of deeds is the nice reward there. Very nice indeed. Thank you very much. Very nice indeed. The jokes write themselves sometimes. New week, new Underspire. I'll be showing you the Underspire team I'll be using to go through the Underspire with, hopefully nice and quickly. I didn't actually bother with it at all this week. Had that horrible week where I lost our lovely cat and I didn't have much mojo to do much in the game, but hopefully next week things will be back to normal when I'll go through the Underspire, clearing all and picking up all those lovely rewards, because the Underspire is actually a really good place for getting a bunch of really good rewards from, if you can spare the 900 to 1000 gems it costs to go through it. The main event next week is a world event, and it's the Lords of Darkstone, and we pick up a new troop at the same time. There he is on the screen there, holding his big shiny staff. Gonna leave it there. Lord Desolatus. The lack of money is the root of all evil, apparently. But yeah, his spell is Dirty Money. Convert all yellow gems to brown. Gain magic +1 gold. Then disease a random enemy for every 10 gold I have. Uses blue and green with a mana cost of 13. First trait is Greedy. Gain 2 bonus gold on 4 or 5 gem matches. The second one is Immune to disease and lycanthropy. And the third one, Merchant. Gain a 25% bonus gold from battle. So that troop available from the world event on Monday. And as ever, I'll be doing my world event team, showing you hopefully a really cool team to blast through that event nice and easy. New week, new set of epic trials, and Darkstone is up next. Now all the kingdoms have been covered before, so there's a video already for each and every one of them. So there's no need generally to make another video, unless 1 or 2 of the troops have been changed, which does happen sometimes, and if that is the case, I will make another strategy video for the epic trials of Darkstone. But if the troops are the same as last time, then just go to my channel, type in Darkstone epic trials, and you will find that previous strategy, which will still work absolutely fine. When you open your event chests, you can only get troops from the kingdom listed. Right now that is Blighted Lands, but from Monday that will be changing to Darkstone. So what we can do, we can take a look and see if we can take advantage of that next week by seeing what troops are in Darkstone, and you can basically check to see if there's anybody you're missing. So let's go to show all, and you can have a little scroll down, and if anybody's greyed out, it means you are missing that troop. There are a couple of caveats though, so you can't get them all from this method, but you can take a look. Like for example, this one here, Watch Mother, says All Seeing Eye Darkstone. What that means is this is available from the Underworld, from All Seeing Eye, and you have to get it from there. You can't get it from your event chest. So anybody else that's got that as well, like Zeradar there, that is exactly the same. But one thing you can do as well is see if you can have a chance to get a mythic you are missing. You can pop them to the top by changing that to base rarity. You can't get the dragon from here either. That's a cosmic dragon. You have to get that from the Soulforge. But Consort of Darkness, Mother of Darkness, and the Possessed King are the 3 mythics currently you can get from popping your event chests on Darkstone next week. Consort of Darkness needs a bit of a magic boost really to make it effective. Otherwise you're just taking a chance, especially if you're a newer player. That chance would be really low to get that instant kill, which is basically what you're after. And he looks like he just got lost on his way back from a weirdo sex convention. Never mind. Mother of Darkness isn't that good either. Don't really like it that much. It's a kind of weird kind of troop because she uses blue, red and brown, but does true damage to an enemy, any enemy below, boosted by purple gems. If the enemy dies, create 12 purple gems, otherwise summon 2 Sisters of Shadows. So if they die, she creates purple gems which she doesn't use. So you need purple troops in your team basically to benefit from that. And if not, summon 2 Sisters of Shadows, which are normal damage troops, so don't even complement her true damage spell. So yeah, a bit weird. But anyway, it is what it is. Possessed King is still a very, very good troop. Not for the spell. The spell is actually a bit rubbish, can get you into a bit of trouble actually, because if it transforms the enemy into a daemon, it can actually be someone worse than it was there before. So you don't actually get it for that. You don't really get it to cast the spell. It's kind of a last resort thing. The Possessed King is good for that unstable possession. Still very good, exploding 2 random gems on 4 or 5 gem matches. Not quite as good as it used to be because of that Pharaoh Cathru that came along, which explodes 2 gems at the start of its turn. But it swings and roundabouts, because obviously the start of your turn means it's going to happen all the time, every single start of your turn with Cathru. But this will explode 2 random gems on 4 or 5 gem matches. So if you've got like a repeaty team, a loopy team that creates 4 matches all the time, then you can just get a huge amount of mana from that unstable possession. So Possessed King, still a very, very nice troop to get. So see if you get lucky next week by popping open some of your event chests if you're missing Consort of Darkness, Mother of Darkness, or the Possessed King, or indeed anybody else down here that's from Darkstone and not from the All-Seeing Eye. Aye aye. Aye 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 aye. On Tuesday we have a faction assault in the All-Seeing Eye. Now, whether I do another video on this depends upon what teams I've already got on my channel, because the same faction assaults come up pretty often, and you don't need to do a faction assault video literally every single time, because there's already plenty of teams out there which will do the job really, really well. So just search All-Seeing Eye faction assault on my channel to find them. But the horde level for this, you don't need it crazy high to do it with the Delve team. If you're missing any troops, obviously just bust open a few of those portals and see if you get lucky getting the troops you need from here. And work the delve towards level 500, and don't ignore the underworld. It's really good. You get bonus stats to all your troops when you get your renown up, so totally worth doing. On Wednesday it's pet rescue time and Trogpole is up. Gives a ×3 team bonus to Darkstone. I explained how team bonuses work in a different video. Really good when you get these to the mythic level, and ×3 you really get a nice boost to your stats. So make sure you always do the pet rescue and rescue that funny little frog thing. On Thursday it's class trial time and Plag Lord is up. Not the best traits in the world. Accursed, all enemies lose 2 random skill points. Immune, immunity to disease and lycanthropy. And contagion, inflict disease on a random enemy on green gem matches. But the talent trees are actually not too bad. Got a good mixture of stuff in here. Like, impact is good, combines really well with rock solid. Inflict stun when enemies deal skull damage to me. Dark Hunger is not too bad, or you can have Mage Lord. Anti-magic sphere is always nice, as is Mana Source. Rock Solid, as I said, combines really well with impact, because if you get a barrier and you collect brown, then somebody can hit you with a skull damage. It won't actually do any damage. All it will do is take away your barrier, but it will have the effect of impact, which will be to stun them, thus removing all their traits, providing they're not impervious or more. Stone Mastery is pretty good, or you can have Delirium or Arcane Surge. Yeah, so not a bad set of talent trees in Plag Lord. And on Friday we have a faction assault in Emper Zar. Now this is going to be one of the ones where we pick up an extra troop at the same time, but if you're yet to do the Delve team at level 500, then absolutely make sure you grab this troop, because it could be really, really useful for this. It's Kobold Thief, and what it does, it deals magic +3 damage to the last enemy boosted by his gold. Then either gain an extra turn or gain 20 gold. So gain an extra turn or beef up your damage. Uses blue and brown with a mana cost of 12, but the reason why that's a useful troop to pick up is because if you haven't done this faction yet with a Delve team on level 500, it is an absolute nightmare, because if I'm remembering right, this is the one where the last troop on the last battle, the mythic room, the troop in last place, you can't target it with any troops before this one. And basically it makes it a bit of a nightmare, because it constantly just keeps on summoning troops in all the time, if I remember. And you get there eventually, because you can gain magic as you go along and eventually get the job done, but it just takes absolutely ages, and there's pretty much no other way of getting it done until now. So make sure you grab this Kobold Thief, because we finally have a way to target that last enemy, which is going to be an absolute game changer. So yeah, you don't need a massive horde level for this, but make sure you got all the troops from here by opening your portals and seeing if you can pick all the troops up. And like I said earlier, make sure you do the Underworld. Total Renown boosts up your damage to all troops, global stats to all your troops, permanent, and you've only got to do the Underworld once, and once it's done forever. So there you go, there's the spoilers next week for PC, mobile, Xbox and PlayStation formats. Some of those things can change at a moment's notice, of course, but they don't often do that, just mentioning it just in case they do. But there's a video. If you enjoyed it, it'd be really cool if you bash that like and subscribe button, it really does help. But most of all, thanks for watching. I'll catch you again in the next one. Bye for now.